America's workforce. Its strength is our nation's success. Join iBuild America podcast as we explore innovative solutions and inspiring stories from leaders and workers shaping America. Discover actionable insights to build a motivated workforce.
iBuild America.
Welcome to iBuild America podcast, where we spotlight the people and programs that create opportunities and career pathways. Hello, my name is Lorraine Lane, and I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia, the Mecca of Southern hospitality. I'm filming on location at Chef's Academy, owned and operated by Chef Simone Byron, Adiola Sakombe, and Willie Buckley. That trio of hospitality geniuses have established a wonderful culinary arts school that's not only female-owned, Black-owned, and the only certified culinary school in the Southeast Georgia area. So today, I have the wonderful privilege of interviewing Chef Cameron Shaw. Hi, Chef.
How are you?
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
Thank you for having me.
I'm just glad. My pleasure. This program today represents a young person's perspective on career pathways in culinary arts, creativity, and workforce development. Trust me, you're going to want to lean in on this one. Not only are we talking about it, I have the privilege of getting to eat some of his well-prepared food.
Oh, yeah.
Chef, what are we going to prepare today?
So we're going to do like an American-style omelet, almost like something you would get at a diner. We're going to sear down some tomatoes, peppers, onions, some garlic, and some nice spinach, and throw that in the middle with some cheese and give you a little taste.
Oh, you said all the things I like. Cheese, tomatoes, onions, and then do I get to help?
Yeah.
So now that we're filming at Chef's Academy,
Okay.
does this mean I will leave here as a chef?
We might have a little bit more work to do.
Okay.
There's stuff we can talk about, you know?
All right.
Conversation won't hurt.
I'm excited to welcome Cameron to our show. Cameron comes from a long history of culinary geniuses. Not only his mother and his father, James Shaw, but his great-great-grandfather was a head chef in the Bronx. I am super excited to be interviewing Cameron. Cameron represents what talent looks like when opportunity avails itself. So, Chef, we're going to get started on some things while we're working on it?
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and start with this onion.
Okay.
I'm just going to, actually, I'm going to pull up this tray here.
Okay.
And this is kind of going to be our scrap bucket.
Okay.
Okay.
So we can throw it in trash when we're done.
No. Okay. This is good for, especially when you're using a lot of vegetables for stocks. You can throw it in some water, let it reduce, and then you get a nice stock. So that's what I usually use it for. Some people use it for their garden and different things. It's multi-use and just throw it away.
So, Cameron, you've accomplished a lot, and we're going to talk about some of your accomplishments and awards going forward. But what is something that people would be surprised to know about you?
I would say me going overseas, me being well-traveled. I feel a lot of time when I tell adults, hey, okay, so where have you been? And talk to me about your career. And I tell, well, I've traveled overseas, Milan, Pisa, Venice, and London, and I went to Ireland, and I did this, and I went here, New York, James Beard.
Really?
And they're just very surprised about how much I've accomplished in a short amount of time.
I'm surprised. A little birdie told me that this summer you're also going to be heading to Switzerland.
Yeah, that's correct.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited for that opportunity.
Can I pack your bags and carry them for you? I'm just trying to get on the journey. So speaking of journey, if your journey had a theme song, what would that song be?
Now, I'm a big Drake fan. Okay. So 5 a.m. in Toronto by Drake.
Really?
It's one of my favorite songs, but it really speaks to creativity, staying focused, and being humbled at the same time.
Nice. I think probably the 5 a.m. part has something
right.
to do with
a lot,
it
right?
in this industry, right? So you've earned multiple awards and recognition.
Mm-hmm.
One of the ones that really speaks out to me is you went to France and you've been inducted into this really high society. Tell me about that. What society is this?
So I competed in the ACF competition, American Culinary Federation is what it stands for. They had a closed basket competition. And I competed and won first place. And I'm going against 40, 50-year-olds, 35 people that's been in the industry, well-established.
Nice.
And I just went there, had a good mindset. I My mom put me in with some chefs. I trained for the opportunity, and so it went very well.
Nice.
I was able to meet a gentleman, the name of Chef Pitts.
Okay.
I got the opportunity to be inducted into the Chef des Rôtissiers.
Chef des Rôtissiers.
Rôtissiers, yep.
Nice. So I understand, and looking that up, that's a society that's been around since 1248.
Oh, yeah.
That is a lot of history in that society. So what type of mindset or skill set did you have to be inducted into that type of society, prestigious society?
I feel like they do a great job of identifying talent, young talent to be exact. I still feel I was one of the youngest to ever be inducted so far, but I feel like they saw something in me. They saw my path, my hunger, and then they saw my skill set and where I was going, my attitude, and I feel like that all came full circle. Nice.
Well, let me ask you, does achieving something like that motivate you or add extra pressure?
I think it does a bit of both.
Okay.
Because the standard motivates me to get better. The pressure is making sure I stay focused, making sure, I meet their standard because I'm a part of something great, but now I have to perform.
Right. And so you use that as a way to stay ahead of the game.
Correct.
All right. So I mentioned earlier about your background. Your mother's a renowned chef, Simone Byron.
Oh, yeah.
Your father is the late James Shaw. So you come from a culinary cooking family background, and you've been doing it for a while.
Oh, yeah.
So what would you say your parents taught you in the kitchen that's also a skill set that translates to everyday life?
For me, I feel like it's integrity. In the kitchen, there's, I'm sure you have some sayings, but, it's what you do behind the curtains, right? Before you get in front of the camera, before you do all this, right? You have those levels, those tasks you have to fulfill without anybody watching you.
Right.
Right. And it's how your integrity behind those tasks is what's going to show and bring it to light.
Speaking of, my grandmother used to say, what you do in the dark will come in the light.
That's a good one, right?
That's a good one. That is an excellent one. You have really gone about your journey in creating your own path. I found your YouTube page. Yes, I did, and I enjoyed it. You told me earlier, hey, I've got 1 episode, 7 more kind of in the hopper, waiting. What can we expect to see on that YouTube page?
So I found a passion for filming, right, as I went along, and I said, you know what, all these people, they're filming going in the restaurant and this plate, and I really fell in love with me is going around to different chefs and getting the golden nuggets and training for 3 weeks with them and going here and going there. And I wanted to bring those people along with me to get the process and also see all these people pour into me and see the product.
So it's kind of like a carpenter has his tool bag.
Yeah.
You have your nuggets in a chef's bag.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so you're going to use that information to really kind of help you continue to navigate on this journey. Because, you have done some amazing things already, but you have such a journey ahead of you that I think it's just going to be incredible. One of the things I saw, though, I want to talk to you about, with your interview on the YouTube channel with Chef Shay Levy.
Shy Levy.
Shy Levy. I want to get that name right.
Yeah.
One of the things he's talking to you about is distractions.
Yeah.
And I thought that was pretty cool. He talks about some young kid coming in the dish pit who had headphones on.
That was me.
That was you.
Me.
That was you.
That was
And
me.
what was really cool about that, he talked about not being focused on what you're doing at that time. What did you think about that?
For me, I had a lot of distractions.
Okay.
And his mom was telling me, you got to get focused. You got to take it serious. Is this something you really want to do? You really have to give everything. Because I personally am not the most academically strong, mathematically strong, right? But it's about applying yourself and saying, okay, if this is something I want to do, I want to be the best at it.
Right.
I want to be successful. And I felt like at that time, I was in the back of the dish pit, just scrubbing. And, I'm at a fine dining restaurant, with a renowned chef, and the opportunity is great, but my mindset and my energy wasn't there. It wasn't in it. And so we had a good conversation about, the respect in the dish pit and how, when you do this is where you start. Right. And then everything comes from the dish pit. If a plate comes back and it's coming back all night to the dish pit and it's not been fully eaten, you notice, okay, this may be something we need to change, or people aren't loving this as much as this and the other thing. So it's taking all that knowledge and all those golden gems and saying, okay, this is how I can apply it. This is how I come back, and this is how I get better.
So I like that. One thing in listening to you, Cameron, that I think is really good for our listeners to hear and see. You didn't just start as the sous chef.
Oh, no.
You had to work your way into this. And so to hear you say, hey, I was at the dish pit, you've kind of worked your way and had those experiences. And then I like what Chef Levy did, saying to you, hey, everything is important in this kitchen. If we don't get, the dishes right, or the stuff is coming back and we're not paying attention to it, we're still going to have a problem. Now, I got a little sidetracked because you're cutting up some butter. What are we going to do with the butter?
So we're going to start our pan on that.
Oh, nice.
Right, get the fire
Everything
on.
is good with butter.
Right, you want to get your pan, almost feel it a little bit.
No, I'm good.
No, not you. Feel your pan get hot. So it's going to get hot.
Okay, all right. I'm going to trust you on that one, Chef.
Okay. And then we're going to add in one butter.
Okay, just one butter. All right, so we might need two, but I'm going to trust you again.
Right, trust the process. You gotta
trust the process. That is a great piece of advice. All right.
So the butter's going to melt around the pan, and we're just going to go ahead and throw in our garlic. And once the garlic goes in, we're going to add our other vegetables, some seasoning, and let those kind of indulge in itself, get those flavors immersed.
Nice.
And then we're going to put that in a bowl set aside.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and whip up our eggs, right?
Okay.
Get it nice and fluffy. You see those bubbles come in as we whisk them together. Salt and pepper. We're going to put those in the pan, add our filling, and then we'll go from there.
All right.
We'll talk along the way.
Okay, let's do it. I like that. I like what you're doing. So from your perspective, that you're cooking for me, what do you think the biggest misconception or misunderstanding adults have about our youth workers today?
I feel like for our generation, they really underestimate us, right?
Okay.
I feel like a lot of times we have some debates in our household personally about our generation and what we do differently and how much difference there was. Okay. I feel like we're underestimated because of social media and distractions. But I feel like if somebody could help us get focused, find our passion, and find something that we're good at, I feel like we could really strive.
Let me double back on that question. Do you think that adults think certain things can only happen when you're a certain age? That time thing.
Absolutely. I think that, a lot of chefs say, oh man, I was late for joining the industry and I went into culinary school and I didn't know what to do at this time and this time. And then when I was 23, I finally got this first good opportunity. And we're sitting here at 16, we're like, okay, hey chef, can I get an opportunity? Can I get an opportunity? And we're a lot of times shut down because of our age. They think we're not focused. They think we're appreciative of the opportunity, right? Which might be true at times, but learning and respecting the craft and getting to pouring into the kid in the community and where they're from, right, can help a lot and take them a long way.
What skills do you think most of the youth need right now for this industry?
I feel like focus. If you come in focused in the culinary industry, you can learn a lot. You could get a lot of gems. You can get a lot of respect. You can get, you can go far, but you have to have a mindset of the ability to be taught, ability to learn, right? That all comes into play.
So it sounds like that ability to accept
criticism.
The criticism and constructive feedback and being able to listen. I think that kind of goes across age brands, youthful or not. That ability to listen is super important. So how does culinary help young adults be disciplined and ready to take on this career path?
I think that people have a bad insight on the culinary industry, right? People see long hours. They think in the back of the kitchen, hot, sweaty, pushing out food, right? And there's two sides to that, right? And in the midst of the chaos and the yelling and the calling out orders and taking stuff back, having to fix something, there's a time where a chef is just on that saute station. Or a chef is cutting up something. or a chef is about to plate a certain thing on the dish, right? Or stirring something where their mind goes blank, they're focused, their creativity is flowing, their connection between their brain and physical is immense in each other, and it's just one line, focus, energy, creativity, all in one, and that's what you get on the play.
And I guess that's why they call it culinary arts.
Yeah,
I didn't think of it. So you've had a wonderful journey so far, but I would be remiss to paint this scene that everything's hunky-dory all the time.
Yeah.
We talked about social media and how social media gives you this perspective that everything's good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Everybody looks good on social
TikTok
media.
looks good.
Yeah.
Instagram, everybody looks good. Everyone's living this wonderful life. I mentioned your father. Your senior year, you went through some challenges.
Yeah.
And I am so proud of you, Cameron, on how you managed that, because sometimes challenges hit us and it can really derail who we want to be and what we're trying to be. Tell us about that challenge that I'm referring to and how you got over it.
Yeah, I first want to thank my support system, my mom, Will, the whole Navigate family, but most importantly, my mom for helping me get through that obstacle. I feel like I had to do a lot of thinking, right? Because in my brain, I was like, you know what? My dad, it's my senior year. It was finally time for me to progress, to shoot to where I wanted to go. And, he unfortunately passed away.
Sorry to hear that.
No, thank you. And I was like, you know what? At a certain point, I was like, my dad always loved what I was doing. He was really supportive. He was a chef himself.
Right.
Right. So it was his ultimate dream for me to become a chef, right? And support me and push me towards certain things. And I was like, there's no better way to honor him but by pushing my hardest, doing everything I can to be successful.
Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it.
Okay, this is where your help comes into play. So we're gonna turn up the pan.
Oh, we get the pan again. Do I get more butter?
Yeah, you get more butter.
Oh.
So we have some salted butter right here.
Okay.
Right, that's gonna go right into your pan. And that's gonna help it from sticking. It's gonna give it flavor. Butter just makes the world go round.
Butter makes everything good. Butter and bacon.
So we're gonna turn this on.
All right. Coat in our pan.
I like to go low, medium.
Okay. Let me guess, so you don't burn your butter, right?
Right.
Okay.
Do a little salty. I'm gonna pour it in for you, and then we're gonna talk through it from there.
Okay. So that sizzle sounds good, Cameron.
Yeah, the reason I really chose this, right, because we could have went with something else, but I chose this because at the start of my culinary career, I started at around maybe when I was like 14, 15 at Farm Kitchen and Bar. I was working with a certified master chef, Gerald Schuler.
Nice.
What
an
a renowned
opportunity.
chef, yeah, really known in Atlanta. He was on the Olympic team. He has all these great achievements. So I learned a lot there. But the first thing he taught me, right, and I'll never forget, was an American-style omelet.
Nice.
So I hope I make him proud here doing this.
Yeah.
We can work together.
Okay.
So what he taught me was to start pulling the eggs toward the middle.
Okay.
Right? And letting it foam up.
So that's how you create that kind of...
yeah, exactly.
Okay. So while you're doing that, you've been blessed to have access. Not everybody has a Chef Simone Byron in their corner. If I'm the everyday young person, I'm interested in culinary, I'm interested in hospitality, what is it that I need to do to have some of those advantages or some of those doors open for me?
I feel like a lot of time we get caught up in being cool, right?
Okay.
We get caught up, especially my generation, in being, the cool guy and not paying attention in the meetings, on the phone, the headphones. I say, be the difference maker. Go to those meetings. Go to those job fairs. Listen to that guest speaker. Take notes and really apply yourself, and it'll come full circle.
So we've got to take advantage of the opportunities that are given to us that we have. One of the things I can say, you never know who can unlock whatever door for you, But I remember when I first met you, how you walked up to me, said hello, gave me a hug, and we're standing there and told me who you were. Just really open about it. Oh, here comes the cheese. I am super excited about the cheese coming in. Let me know when you need me to finish that up for you.
Okay, I'm gonna loosen the sides up for you. Let's see if you can.
All right.
I think you could do the flip.
You think I can do it? So what advice would you give a young person who feels behind? Oh, you're really giving this to me. Okay. Oh, boy. All right, I'm gonna be your sous chef now. I'm gonna flip this way, okay?
Yeah, right.
All right. So what advice would you give a young person?
To stay resilient, right? Don't pay attention to social media, thinking everybody has everything right away. That's actually pretty good. All right. Actually, maybe we could talk about that certificate.
Okay.
But take the opportunity serious. I would say apply yourself. And my grandpa always told me, ask, because if you don't ask, it's always a no. If you don't say anything, if you're like, oh, I don't know if she's going to say maybe, or I don't know if she's going to say no. If you don't ask, it's a definite no. If you do ask, you have a possibility.
Give
yourself the possibility.
It's a 50-50 chance.
50-50 chance. Every time, 50-50.
Anybody who likes those odds. We're ready for your rapid fire question?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going with it. Pound cake or German chocolate cake?
I'm a chocolate guy. I'm a chocolate guy all the way.
Oh, with those coconuts. Oh, that's so good. All right, then who is your dream collaborator, the person you would love to cook with?
Okay, I got a quick story.
Okay, all right.
I was younger. I was maybe like 9, 10.
Okay.
And I applied for MasterChef Junior.
Really?
And I got pretty far, and they were filming, and I got in my head, and I just didn't make it.
What?
It was really, really close. I was like, right before you get to the show. Oh, man. I was just wasn't focused. I was a kid, but I went back and I was like, I'm going to try it again this year. And they said I was too old. But it was always my dream to be on that show. And I was so mad at myself, especially when I was like 14, 15. I was like, man, if I would have just focused up and just had a little bit of the mindset I had now. But, everything has a plan. So.
That's right.
So Gordon Ramsay, if you try to do a collab, you know what I'm saying?
This is the guy. All right. So last question. Give me one word that describes your future.
Promising.
Promising. Nice. That is definitely true. That is an excellent word and definitely describes your future. Yeah. What are we doing with this omelet, man?
So we're going to flip it. Let's see if you do. This is pretty good.
All right.
I was really surprised. You want to try? Okay, let's see.
No.
Come on.
Okay, what are we doing?
So you're going to take the pan. Uh-huh. You're going to put the plate down first on top. And then you're going to flip the pan over. And
oh, God, help us.
If not, it's okay. We're going to be okay.
What am I doing? Like this?
At the bottom. Yep. Flip. Now flip.
Like that?
Yep. Up.
Woo! Look at me. Okay. Nice.
Throw some cheese on top.
Oh, I definitely think I'm ready for my certificate.
Sometimes they rub butter on the top.
To give it that glistening look. Nice. A little bit more cheese.
I know, cheese is your thing, right?
Cheese is definitely my thing.
All right, taste time.
Okay.
Ready?
Hold on. I gotta get some of this cheese on this side. All right, I'm ready.
Come on.
Ready? Oh, that looks good. Oh, I see those onions in there. Those peppers.
All right.
Right? Man, the flavors. That was good.
10 out of 10?
10 out of 10. Cameron, thank you so much.
Thank you.
This has been a wonderful and informative conversation. Listeners, I hope you really enjoyed listening to our young chef, Cameron Shaw. Cameron's out of the Atlanta area, and you can find him most times at Chef's Academy in Tucker, Georgia. Let people know where they can find you on your YouTube channel.
YouTube, Instagram, TikTok is Cam Can Cook. CamCanCook. Check me out.
All right, please check him out. I promise you I will. And check us out on our iBuild America podcast. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for listening to the iBuild America podcast. Please subscribe, share, and comment, and be sure to join us next time for more insights and inspiring conversations on building a powerful American workforce. iBuild America, building workforce success one podcast at a time.